It's Team Tuesday every Tuesday. This week we visit Akron, Ohio. Tune in every Tuesday to learn about our team here at Donald Martens.
Smith. I'm an EMT basic. Mac and cheese and mashed potatoes has never done me wrong. Probably like a seafood boil, something that's like potatoes, crawfish, shrimp, crab, corn. Probably time traveling or like teleportation, because you can go anywhere you want and like that quick. Oh, I want to go back to this memory, or oh, I want to go see what was happening when they wrote the Constitution, like things like that. I don't think I'd want to. I think that'd freak me out, and I'd try to change things. And like whole Back to the Future thing, I would mess everything up. Orange juice, neither. I don't like coffee, and tea it's kind of bland. I like horror, and then like The Last of Us. That's my favorite TV show, probably. But anything horror, I like old horror too, where it's like almost corny and it's not scary. Call of Duty, The Last of Us. Sometimes my brother like convinces me to play Madden or FIFA. I don't understand half of it, but I just do it. Plus, it gives you something to do. Like, you're always so caught up in like work, school life, that if you play games, it like gives you something to do. On TV, I'll read every now and then, but like now that I'm in school, I try not to overexert my brain. So, like games, movies, just chill out. Concerts. That's probably my number one thing. It's concerts. Blink-182, Foo Fighters. I'm seeing Pierce the Veil, Deftones, and then like it switches to the rap side of things. Seeing Tyler the Creator. And then, so it's all over the place. There's not like a certain genre I stick to. North Carolina over the summer, but I've been to Dallas before, Vegas. So like, I've stayed in the States, so I've never went out of the States. Probably somewhere in South America. Like, or Egypt, but there's a lot of like scamming there, and like you have to be close to your tour guide a lot. So I don't know if it's worth hassle. Like everyone here, and even if like you don't get like you're not friends with them, they'll still respect you and like give you space you need, or like if you're working with them, they'll be cordial. So, but then there's some people that are like amazing, and it's like I look forward to coming into work to work with them. I love working with Deanna. I picked up this week specifically to like match up with her schedule, because I was like, I want to work with her. Marcus, he's been a firefighter. His dad was a chief. He used to be a cop, so he has a ton of knowledge that he can pass on to me, or like stories to tell. So it's fun to work with him. It'd give me a good review. I hope that she would. I work with her, but at the same time, like I incorporate my own things into it. There have been people that have like, I worked with, and they're like, I can tell that you work with Deanna most of the time. And I'm like, how? They're like, oh, your mannerisms, or like how you do things, like we can tell you work with Deanna. Probably me or Deanna. Well, to everyone here, it's probably not the funniest, but like it's like an individual type of humor that a lot of the people working here don't have, just because like the age thing. And like at the same time of it being like, that's cool because like I'm getting a head start on things. It's also kind of like not discouraging, but it's intimidating, because everyone else, like I said, Marcus, he's been on the fire like station. There's other people here like career medics, so it's like just kind of be respectful to them. Like don't step on toes, but like if you want to know something, just ask them. I come here and I went to the clock in, didn't understand how to clock in. So I went up to the first person here. I was like, I'm new, I'm here for training, I need help. And they're like, well, I think you're with Deanna. I was like, okay, well, who is Deanna? Like I knew who she was, but like I wasn't making the connection. So then she helped me. And then the first day, like she was already cracking jokes. I was like, okay, I like working with her. So
Nice.
it was kind of a comfort thing that made me want to work with her. And then like, we just made a stronger bond off of that. My dad was an EMT, and then my mom, she used to be a sheriff. So like it's already predisposition to my family to be a first responder. So I was kind of like the push to do it. And in high school, there was a career tech option to do EMT school. And I was like, I'll do that. And I turned out to love it. And my instructor was like a really good guy, and he made us links. I got first in the district for EMT, and then we competed statewide, and I got first in the state, and then we went down to Texas and competed nationally. So it was like against other EMTs in high school. We did a knowledge test first, so written, and then it was a skill test. You would walk in, and there was like a trauma, and you were just to treat it. And we ranked the highest, and then we were like, all right, well, what now? And he's like, you're going to nationals. And he had been doing it like, I want to say 15, 20 years. So we were the first ones that ever like gave him that experience. He was like, I'm set. Like, I got what I wanted out of my, I thought it was kind of crazy. Like, my friend took a video of me when I was up on the stage getting it was a huge banner, and it said like #1 EMT or something like that. And in the video, I was just like, what do I do with this? Like, I didn't think I was going to get called up here. I worked at Piata, which is like a restaurant, and Deanna come in, and she was on shift here. And I saw she had her, like I said, EMS. I was like, hey, I just passed registry. Do you have like any advice for getting on? She goes, okay, well, here's this. And I called the company or whatever, applied, and got hired. And then, so she got me hired on. That's another reason. I mean, pretty cool. It really is intimidating at first. Like, I remember the first few months I was here, I was like, I don't know how this is going to be, like, testing the waters out. And I just got more and more conditioned to it. I work on a department, and I look forward to clocking in here because I know, like, all right, I know everyone here. Everyone here is really nice. I have a good bond. At the department, it's kind of different every day. So here it's like I know I have, like, a safe space to come, like, work. EMT school is pretty short. It's, I believe, a 4 to 6 month course. So they can only cram so much in your head in that short time. And then every operation is different from different places. You can go to this ambulance company to this one, and it's going to be drastically different. So they were like, this is how we do things here. Like I said, Deanna was able to teach me a bunch of different techniques. And I'm still like showing them to people, and they're like, I've never thought of that. And it'll be like 40-year-old people, like way past my age, and all things. Like, when you're drying the truck off after washing it, you can't get up top, obviously. It's a pretty tall truck. You take like a long squeegee and put a towel on it, putting the blanket on and then putting the buckles on. I've seen a lot of people not do that, and then the blanket just flies away. It's like, what good did that do? And they'll still sit there to try to fight it. Clock in, you do your truck check, get like your med bags, anything that's like low in the truck that you need. Then you get your call. You go on your call, write the report, and you kind of flip-flop. If you want, you can grab lunch. There's some people I know that just go through their day without getting it because they'd rather just keep the money. There's some people that want to get food, so it depends on the person that you work with. But you'll get a system established eventually. Eventually, it's like, okay, I know that this person's going to do this unspoken and this. And you get your kind of rhythm going. And then when you're done with your day, you come here, put everything back where it goes, if the truck screws, wash it, and then you clock out, go home. Every patient you have is going to be different. Like, this person with cancer isn't going to be the same as this person with cancer. I really like psych patients. A lot of people don't like them. It's just a lot, or like emotional, or you don't know how they're going to act. I personally love psych patients, and this job has taught me, like, you don't know what someone's going through. Like, one time I had a really successful person, like, doctorate, and she was just having a hard time. And it's like, you don't know, like, what's going on with this person. So it kind of gives you more of a sense of, like, moral and, like, being human, I'm from down in Canton, which is like half-hour away. So I have to drive half-hour here every day. And I met this chick. I used to work with her at McDonald's when we were both 15. So flash forward, I was 19. She would have been about the same age. And I had her as a patient one day. And I was like, you will run into people that you know. And it's kind of obvious, like it's a given, but no matter where you go, there's always going to be connections. And same with like higher up people too. Jameson knows the chief at my fire department. So it's like, you're always going to have that connection. But like, that was my first like, oh crap moment where like, you're going to see people you know. And you have to be ready for that. Because like, if it would have been like a drastic thing, like life or death, that would have been kind of emotional to encounter. But she in the state was kind of, it took the cake. But there's just been times where, you know, Jameson or Deanna will be like, good job. And it's like these senior, like superior ranking people are noticing what I'm doing. And dispatch, they'll call me and Deanna and be like, hey, we have this call and we know that you're the people to do it. Like, do you guys want to take it? Like, it's just, it shows that your hard work kind of pays off. And it's like, okay, like, I feel good about that. A lot different than I am today. Like, if you would have told me, like, oh, like, you're in school for being a paramedic right now and you have a standing job of 2 years and you're on a fire department, I would have been like, what are you telling me right now?
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big shift in life. Yeah. Mom, she talks about it. She's not a sheriff anymore. She wishes she would have went down the medical route, but she can't really handle gory, like, all that. So, but she said, like, a big thing I've carried with me is compassion. Like, don't treat someone like crap just because they made a mistake. Like, people come in for being homeless and, like, robbing a store or something. Like, they did that to get food, like, to provide for themselves. So it's like, try to put yourself in a different perspective than just, well, that was wrong. Societal standards are different than, like, moral. I would definitely reorganize the cabins because, or cabinets, I feel like a lot of them don't make sense in how they're set up, but it's still functional. But I would get, like, cute little drawers for them, and then there would be stickers. There would be, like, some comfort item just to kind of make the patients feel at home and like, oh, okay, this is cute. And I would do a different color theme. I mean, I know it doesn't fit in with company, but I would make it a different color scheme. And I feel like they could really do different things. Like truck number 8 could be an 8-ball. I think, because that used to be my truck. And I was like, I want it to look like an 8-ball. I think that it's like they're always like super uptight, which don't get me wrong, there is people like that. But a lot of people have fun. You have to take it serious, but at the end of the day, it's just a job. These people go home and have lives. A lot different from private. Private is you kind of know what you're going to do. You obviously, every patient's going to be different and there's going to be different calls. But the department you go in, you could be sitting there for 12 hours, which I like to be up and moving around. That's why I like being here, because you're always going to have something to do. And then sometimes at the department, you clock in and it's just as busy as it is here. But there's like a really big sense of uncertainty with the department. You can get like a major car crash or it could be like a toe pain. Just gotta stay until I either A, move out of the state, because I eventually do want to move, or B, like if ownership got changed and a whole bunch of rules got misconstrued and all that. But I do like it here, and it's good pay.
Every Tuesday, learn about us here at Donald Martens.